what more affordable free healthcare really means. What does it really mean? Is Mark Golding and the PNP misleading us? Welcome to the Skywalker channel, where good coffee makes bad people feel bad. But that's not a bad thing, is it? And while you are here sipping on this brew of insights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep this conversation alive. Today, I want to dive into a topic that's stirring up debates: leadership transparency and promises that sound good but deserve a closer look. For example, the concept of making free healthcare affordable has caught my attention. On the surface, it feels like a positive step forward. But when you break it down, some questions arise. Let's be clear: free healthcare is already free. So, how does affordable fit into the equation? Based on logic alone, affordability suggests a cost, and historically, costs in government initiatives often fall on the taxpayers. This isn't mere speculation, it's a perspective informed by patterns and rhetoric we have seen before. While I'm not claiming definitive answers, I believe these observations warrant attention, especially when expensive health facilities are being developed by wealthy party members. Could, could this signal a move toward privatization? Could cost shift onto citizens under the guise of affordability? These are important questions and they deserve answers. Another concern I've raised comes from the ambitious projects recently proposed in budget discussions, from housing plans to infrastructure renewal. The ideas are certainly bold, but funding remains a key challenge. Government spending is largely allocated for existing projects, and borrowing has its limits if we want to reduce debt. If new taxes are introduced directly or indirectly, it could place a heavy financial burden on the very people these initiatives aim to serve. Again, these are just observations based on the information available and not definitive conclusions. However, because of the lack of clarity and the rhetoric that comes with them, they all seem so badly suspicious, for want of a better word, that the PNP owes it to the people to come with clarity. Come and remove that impression of tax, tax, tax if they become the government. For we feel threatened by Mark Golding's policies, and that's an understatement. So let Mark come and clear it all up, if that is even possible at this point. My critique stems from years of experience observing the nuances of leadership and governance. For example, I've witnessed how promises can sometimes be repackaged as bold strategies while hiding significant financial implications from the public. No, this isn't even about partisanship. It's about the integrity of leadership and whether the people's business will be handled transparently and responsibly by a party that wants to be the government but doesn't seem to believe that they have an obligation to tell us how they would proceed with our business. Moreover, Andrew Holness is doing fine and we have transparency as to what he will do. We also know that it won't amount to new taxes, and thankfully so. We don't want any more taxes at this time. In my view, actions that lack openness often signal ulterior motives, whether intentional or not. Trust is earned through honesty, and any leadership that starts without it raises concerns. Why would the PNP really want to fund vloggers up to $1 billion or thereabouts? Mark, it seems like you and your party has lost again talking about vlogging industry. One business per home is not a plan that respects the societal order either. You cannot carve people like a rock carver. People are who they are. Make their decisions as who they are. And this is what creates the dynamics that makes the society work. This is why there are not all sellers but no buyers. Some people prefer a 9 to 5 than a business, and most business people gravitate naturally to their calling. Why is it necessary to tweak the idea that the government can make plans to assist people in business in general? You can't just carve the people and carve the and say you are gonna be this, you're gonna be that, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that. It just doesn't work that way. Not every house has a business mind. Andrew Holness is always brainstorming on ways to assist the ones in business or those that would love to be in business. You had an opportunity to come up with better ideas and one up on him. Maybe you could have said that you were gonna try to make every home have a person with a degree or something like that. Or you can use a social program to make sure that every home is being brought up in the right way. You did nothing of this sort, and tweaking existing ideas only come across as compliments to Andrew Holness, which will cement the JLP votes. That's what it will do. Clarity, clarity. Clarify these questions and salvage the woeful budget speech and promises without possibilities that are unclear and seem like they will be done either with more taxes or by a miracle. And that's a problem. I mean, trying to run a government by wishing for miracles. Practicality and ability are important. And the wholeness is doing practical work, and the figures are exposed right in front of us. We know that he is not depending on miracles, and we know that he's not going to apply any more tax on us. See, Mark Golding, please come and clarify. Salvage your credibility if that is possible, or if you did have any at all, anyway, in the first place, respectfully speaking. All I see seems like ignorance and ineptitude, a general sense of cluelessness among you and your entire chain gang. Come and show us the figures that prove me wrong. Why must we give up certainty for pushing back, especially when we know that the guy in the bag in question is that same Finsack guy? And Lord, we remember Finsack and those that took their own lives because they could not bear it. You think we don't remember? We do. So here's my take. Stay informed, ask questions, and demand transparency, my people. As citizens, we have a right to know where our money is going and how decisions will affect us in the long term. Let's keep the conversation alive. Like, share, and subscribe to join the Skywalker channel, where we sip coffee and think critically. After all, clarity should never be a luxury. Mm. Clarity should never be a luxury, especially when you want to run a country. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. These conversations aren't just about my perspective or yours. They are about all of us, for PNP, JLP, and no P at all. The decisions being made today will shape our tomorrow, and we owe it to ourselves and future generations to demand clarity and accountability. This isn't about partisanship. It's about transparency. If the PNP and Mark Golding truly believe in their vision, they owe us the details, the how, the why, and the what it means for us as citizens. If you have a vision you are proud of, you will be proud, happy, zealous to tell everyone about it. So tell us about this great thing you want to do for us. Let's not wait until it's too late to ask the hard questions, my people. Let's not settle for vague promises or hidden costs. I'm calling on you, my Skywalker crew, to join this conversation. Share your thoughts, your concerns, and your ideas. Let's decipher this together and make our voices heard. Pressure creates diamonds, and it's time we apply that pressure where it matters most. On Mark Golding, the man who needs to give us our answers. Our business cannot be his secret. So, like, share, and subscribe, not just to support this channel, but to amplify this message. Together, we can demand the clarity we deserve before the elections. Let's make it happen. That's all I have to say for now. Just think on these things, my people. Peace out.